things for the week to meet our deadlines. I can tell you for the last 25 years, you haven't seen a sessions judge in their office in the courthouse. And when you walk in, you can tell because there's not any bailiffs out there. So this job pays $153,000. You think about that. I ran it on a calculator today. People that are drawing Social Security disability, SSI, all of that, this job pays in 1 month what a big part of our population makes in a year. SSI, and we have a lot of SSI recipients, make $8,600 a year. You asked a lot of the widows, and they're making, at the most, their checks are $800 and $900 a month, and this job pays the highest paying job in Campbell County, the highest paid county employee. And the reason why, it is our only full-time judge. The other judges, we're just fortunate to have Shane Sexton and Elizabeth Asbury that live here, but they serve 5 counties. They talked about civil, I talked about criminal. The civil courts handle all of the domestic orders of protection. All the orders of protection are heard by General Sessions. The landlord-tenant, all of the landlords that come in, we virtually lost that side because nobody was filing anything in the civil courts and sessions. We need to get that back. And that is as much and more important, or as much important as the criminal side of it. You all hear the criminal only. But a lot of the small business people and a lot of the taxpayers rely on this court in civil court. So those are the issues that I ran on. I think that we need to get our kids back in the schools. We've got to focus on the truancy. Truancy needs to be scheduled outside of the school hours, not during school hours. That makes no sense, as to cite a kid for truancy and then bring them down to Jacksboro to sit here and possibly in the hall because there's no room. They need to be in school. There are so many issues that our community can get involved in and do something about, and this court is the place to do it. I'm ready to do it, and I would appreciate if y'all would consider me. Thank you.
Questions, Ted? Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next thing we need to determine is if we're going to act tonight, and if so, how. Joe, we've done one selection under this legislative body.
We talked about the process during the workshop meeting last week. There is no defined method by statute for how you do this. You can do it basically any way you want. In the past, there have been situations where votes have been taken in alphabetical order, reverse alphabetical order. First nominated is first voted upon. People will talk about drawing names out of the hat at random to vote on it that way. It's just practically any way you want to select to vote on it is acceptable. It takes 8 yes votes to elect the interim General Sessions judge. An abstain or a no vote doesn't count. It takes 8 yes votes. So you will need to decide how you want to vote, and then you would proceed to follow that procedure to make the election.
Mayor,
Mr. Jennings.
the last time we made an appointment here, we did it, I think it was Mr. Orr that suggested we go alphabetically, and that's the procedure that we followed with the road superintendent. And I'm not recommending that the court do the same and follow its recommended procedure.
that form of motion?
I will make that as a motion, yes.
Have a motion to go alphabetical? And a second? Any discussion? Please vote yes or no. On going alphabetical. Press confirm. Does anyone wish to change their vote? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, please show the vote. Motion passed, 13 yes. And the first candidate considered, Mr. Gregg.
You need to have nominations.
Okay.
And the commissioners need to nominate, and only commissioners can nominate.
Open the floor for nominations, alphabetical.
Okay? Anyway.
Okay. Mr. Berry,
Alphabetical?
just nominations.
Just nominations. You have to have nominations, and only commissioners can make nominations.
Having just determined we will do it alphabetical.
Well, you don't have nominations yet. You got applications.
I'll open the floor for nominations according to the way you chose to do it. Mr. Berry.
Nominate.
Second nomination, Barkley. And a second.
You don't have to have a second.
Okay. Nominations don't require a second. Mr.
Joe
Bruce.
Ayers.
Have nomination for Mr. Ayers. Okay. Mr. Colmeyer.
I'm sorry, second.
No second necessary. Okay. Any other nominations? All right, if your motion, nomination cease.
Nomination ceased.
You make a motion?
Make a motion.
Okay, do I hear a second? Have a second by Commissioner Brooks. And so alphabetically, we'll consider the nominees. Do you concur,
That's
Mr. Coker?
the way that the commission has voted to do it, and that's the
Okay.
way you would do it.
Okay. And the first nominee for consideration, Mr. Ayers. Please vote yes or no, press the button. Okay. Lonnie, have you? Does anyone wish to change their vote? Does anyone wish to change their vote? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, please show the vote. 11 yes. Your selection for session, Judge.